Welcome back to the IBFP. Here's your host, Boxing News.
Eddy Ruiz Jr. wants to come back to Team Canelo. And look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. And recently, Eddy Reynoso Jr. has done an interview with Fight Hub TV where he states he's willing and wanting to return to Eddy Reynoso and Canelo Alvarez gym to train for any potential fights against the elite top heavyweights in the division like Alexander Usyk. And you know, I have to be honest and unbiased, I think that's a great move for Eddy Reynoso Jr. should he get one of those top elite level fights, because you need an elite trainer to help take you to the next level. So that makes a whole lot of sense, and I think that Eddy Reynoso Jr. is in a right, smart place to even say something like that. When we saw him against Luis King Kong Ortiz, he got 3 knockdowns in that fight, and that's pretty much why he won the fight. I mean, you've seen points in that fight where Luis Ortiz was hitting him at will. You've also saw the points where Luis Ortiz was outboxing him at points. You saw the fact that Eddy Reynoso Jr. was not letting his hand go. So, you know, he can't make these mistakes against an elite level fighter like Tyson Fury, like Alexander Usyk. Those are not mistakes you can make against that type of fighter. Those elite, prime, undefeated world champions in the heavyweight division. You cannot make those mistakes against those type of fighters. And that's why you need to go back to a guy like Eddy Reynoso, a guy who's a decorated trainer, who's one of the elite trainers in boxing. And he's already shown you that he can achieve greatness. And so at the end of the day, I think that's an absolutely brilliant move. Because men lie, women lie, but the facts don't lie.